Well, today we have a special review. We have the San Diego Comic-Con Sgt. Slaughter USA variant and the Triple T variant on the left, which is the harder to find variant. I was lucky enough to secure both sets for a very decent price from the club, and I'm going to be opening one of my sets. And I know that's going to make a lot of fanboys cringe, but Sgt. Slaughter is my favorite character in G.I. Joe. Always has been since I was a kid, and let's get to it. This is what they look like in package. They're little protective blisters. There you have the variant Slaughter with his Triple T uniform, and the USA version Slaughter, which comes with the wrestling belt and baton and so on. First up, we have the variant Slaughter, and I've sliced him open very carefully to save his packaging. Take him out. Get a good look at him here. Comes with this baton, small pistol, stand, and a rather large machine gun. And as they've been doing with the new Pursuit of Cobra figures, they've gone back to the standard G.I. Joe stand with the two pegs. Almost identical, but not quite, but very, very similar to the 25th anniversary style stands. And there, as you can see, a very good likeness to the Sarge. This is the Triple T variant. One thing I was very impressed with, which I thought was going to be a molded on detail like the old ones, is his whistle right here. But it's actually a separate piece, which is really cool. And he does come with his baton and that big gun, which is kind of cool if you want to slaughter more military style and not the wrestling style. And then he does come with also a little pistol here, and he does seem to hold his weapons all rather well. Seems to be a tight figure, good range of motion. He can sit down okay, doesn't have any crotch issues. It's got the typical modern era 25th engineering. Again, the separate. The hat is not removable. It's okay though. All in all, it's a pretty great figure. I'm pretty happy with it. Love Sgt. Slaughter. I'll have a comparison pick up in a minute of the other ones. And now on to the USA version, which is his wrestling version. Comes with the first mail-away version of Slaughter, redone in 25th modern era style. Comes with a belt, baton, and a microphone. And there he is with his wrestling uniform, USA version. This is the regular version, the cheaper version. He's got his baton, microphone, which is really cool. Talk smack about the other wrestlers. This is pretty much his wrestling uniform, which is cool that they did that. It's got the same type style as the original did. Also comes with a belt, G.I. Joe wrestling belt you can put on him. Sorry, my hands are in the way there, trying to get this guy to stay on him. Alright, so there it is. There you have his USA version with his belt, his baton, and his microphone. And again, it's the same likeness on the head as the Triple T variant. It's again very nice figures. These are very well done by Hasbro. Really psyched that they came out with these. Again, Sgt. Slaughter is my favorite character, and we'll do a quick comparison of some other figures here in just a second. So there you go, both 2010 SDC comic versions of him. And I do wish he had a little holster for his gun right here. It's not really that big a deal, but I like to have my Joes be able to carry all their accessories, but that's just a small flaw. They're great figures otherwise. Alright, so here you have him with the original mail away Sgt. Slaughter. The only difference is it doesn't come with a belt on the original. It's very true to the original, same boots, same decor. The microphone's obviously an addition on the new one, but quick little comparison there. These are Marauder John's stands right here. They're great, highly recommend them. And that's the comparison between the old and the new of that version. And for those of you wondering what the Triple T version was, that is a 1985 Triple T, maybe 86, I could be wrong, oops. This is the Triple T. The Slaughter came with this vehicle back in the 80s. As you can see, it looks very similar to the new one. But that's his vehicle he came packaged with in the 80s in the Triple T, hence the Triple T nickname. And there he is on the left, the original 80s version Triple T and the new SDC version Triple T. Both come with batons, a little bit different batons, but very similar. Very nice homage. Really like the way these came out. Very happy with these figures. Again, probably one of my favorite figures is Sgt. Slaughter. And I'm going to show you a couple figures I did. Now this is the WWE Build and Brawl figure Slaughter. He doesn't have a stand, but that's his head mold there, which was used for a lot of customs. And he's got his wrestling uniform on. Very similar, just doesn't say G.I. Joe. And it's kind of a loosey-goosey, hard to pose figure, but it's a cool figure to have if you're a Slaughter fan like me. And then with that head, I went ahead and made this. This is out of 2 bench press figures to swap the legs. You get a Revenge of Cobra Sgt. Slaughter here. This is just a custom that I made. I just wanted to show off. And before we had that, I did another custom using several different body parts. I used a Copperhead upper, Tiger Force Duke lower. He's got a pistol holder. He's got a remake of his baton. Needs a little paint on there, touched up, but it's custom. And he's got a custom whistle. I think he came out pretty good, but now that we have a real Slaughter, don't need the customs anymore, but I enjoy all my Slaughters. So there you have your main variants. On the far left is the original Triple T. Next to him is the SDCC Triple T, the SDCC USA version, and the original mail away Sgt. Slaughter version, all saying, "At ease, disease."